Are you struggling with Praxis Elementary Education, teaching reading subtest 7002, Phonics and Decoding? Then this video is the video for you. My name is Tom, and I'm a test prep expert here at study.com and a certified teacher, and I will walk you through some of the problems you may see on the test. In this specific test prep video, I'm going to go over problems including phoneme and grapheme correspondence, consonant blends, and closed syllable patterns. These are some of the types of problems you may see on the test. So let's get started in checking out some practice questions. Which of the following activities best supports teaching phoneme-grapheme correspondence to beginning readers? Is it A, asking students to identify the first letter in the word cat? Is it B, asking students to match the letter B to its corresponding sound B? Is it C, asking students to listen to a word and identify the syllables? Is it D, asking students to define a word's meaning based on context? All right, so we want to think about listening. So phoneme would be the activity of listening for a student, and grapheme would be writing. So we want to eliminate any choices that don't combine listening and writing. So when I say choice A, asking students to identify the first letter in the word cat, there's no listening involved there, so I'm going to eliminate choice A. Choice D, asking students to define a word's meaning based on context, well, that would be more of reading, so I'm going to eliminate choice D. We don't have listening and writing. So we go to choice C, asking students to listen to a word and identify the syllables. Now, this does have phoneme, but it doesn't have grapheme, so they're not writing with choice C. So the only choice that would work here would be choice B, asking students to match the letter B to the corresponding sound B. Which of the following best describes a systematic and explicit method for teaching phonics to young readers? Is it A, introducing phonics rules randomly as students encounter new words? Is it B, focusing on high-frequency sight words before teaching letter-sound correspondence? Is it C, teaching letter-sound relationships in a sequence, beginning with the most common sounds? Or is it D, allowing students to guess words based on pictures before explicitly teaching the letter-sound relationships? Okay, so when I look at this, I see the word systematic. Remember, we're teaching phonics. So anything that has random or out of order, I'm going to eliminate here. So for example, introducing phonics rules randomly as students encounter new words. Well, that's not a systematic approach to this, so I'm going to eliminate choice A. Same thing with allowing students to guess words based on pictures before explicitly teaching the letter-sound relationships. I'm going to eliminate choice D. So we're down to choice B or C. So the key here is seeing the keyword sequence. So we're starting with teaching letter-sound relationships in a sequence beginning with the most common sounds. So the correct answer here would be choice C. Which of the following is an example of a consonant blend? Is it A, the BL in blue? Is it B, the SH in ship? Is it C, the CH in church? Or is it D, the two E's in C? All right, so the first thing I'm going to eliminate here is choice D because those are vowels, so that is not a consonant blend. So when we talk about a consonant blend, we're putting consonants together, but they're not losing their individual sounds. So for example, in ship, choice B, the S and H becomes the sh sound. And in church, the CH becomes a ch sound. So they lose their individual sounds. So the only choice that works here would be the BL. So we would have the word blue, so you can hear the B sound and you can hear the L sound, and that would be a consonant blend. Which of the following words is best decoded by applying the closed syllable pattern? Is it A, diner? Is it B, lunchroom? Is it C, vowel? Or is it D, basket? All right, so first off, what is a closed syllable pattern? So what we're looking at is a single vowel, but it has to be a short sounding vowel followed by consonants in the syllable. So for example, diner has the long vowel sound with the I, so diner is going to be eliminated. Lunchroom, the first part, lunch, has a closed syllable pattern. That one works, but room, the two O's together have a long vowel sound for the oo in room. So that would be an open syllable pattern. So choice B is eliminated. Choice C, vowel. And vowel is actually a team vowel pattern. So the O, W, and the E are going to create the sound ow in vowel. So that is called team vowel patterning. So that choice is eliminated. So the only choice that works here would be basket. And we have the short A sound followed by the consonants S and K after. So choice D would be a closed syllable pattern. Those are a few examples of the types of phonics and decoding questions you'll see. How are you feeling about them? Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more on this topic. For more practice, check out our Praxis Elementary Education Teaching Reading Subtest 7002 playlist. And for even more detailed practice, strategies, and customizable study materials, head over to study.com. Check out our Praxis Elementary Education Teaching Reading Test Prep course. Those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short, targeted video lessons specifically developed based on the latest test updates. With our resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to this channel to get all the latest practice test updates. And please leave your questions and success stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Happy studying.